Today I'm going to share with you some of my tips and tricks for designing e-learning with great images, but focusing on quick turnaround time and not a lot of time editing and processing. And we're mainly going to be using PowerPoint to do that. In this example, I'm building a game, and I want these little characters, these call center people, to represent how many lives they have left. So as they make grave errors, they lose a life, and when all 5 lives are dead, it's game over and they have to start over again. So I found this image online, and I'm just going to make 5 of them, and PowerPoint's going to help me make sure I keep them aligned and evenly spaced between each one. Great feature there. Then I'm going to copy all 5 of those as well. So here I go, and I'm going to change the last icon to a black and white, and that's just going to indicate that there used to be a life there and now it's gone. I've got all sorts of options, so I could make it all sorts of colors, but I feel like this really light black and white one gives that feeling. So up top is going to be 4 lives out of 5. The next row is going to be 3 lives out of 5. And real simple, right now I can make a really quick icon showing how many lives the player has left. And now when I select all of them and right click and save it as a picture, it will save all of these as one picture with transparency built in. Super cool way to manipulate pictures real quick. Now I'd like to show you how I make icons in here. I use PowerPoint as my icon and diagram builder more than anything else. So here I'll pick a couple shapes, size them up, pull them in together. And this could be a flow chart or a diagram that shows a process. So what it really is shapes sitting next to each other. But when I select all of them and right click them, I can save them as one image. Here's another example of where I did that. We were building a WBT, and this was the map of the city. We wanted to convey the idea that users could click on different parts of the city and learn about different topics. So here's how I built that. When I insert a shape, if I hold down the Shift key, it will stay square or perfectly circle, or in this case, perfectly teardrop shaped, and it won't be skewed. I'll rotate it so it's pointing down. Now this looks like a map marker. I'm going to add a circle in here. And by default, everything's blue, so I've got to go change that to another color. I want to make it a little bit bigger. And now these are just shapes on top of each other. I'm going to use my eyedropper and get it exactly the same as the background here. And now I'm going to go search for a little PNG image of a car silhouette. This one looks great, and we can see it has transparency, so that's perfect. I'll just save it, then pull it into PowerPoint. I decided I want to make that circle white to give it a little more contrast from this black car. So here I pull the car in. It doesn't look quite right. It needs a little bit more tweaking here. I want my outside dropper to be red. So I'm going to call this good. I'm going to select everything here, right click it, and save it as an image. So all 3 of these, the red dropper thing, the white circle, and the car are all saved and combined as one image. Now I can stick it on my map. It's easy to resize and rotate if needed, and look at that. It looks like an icon calling out a section of this map just like I wanted. And in just a minute or two, I was able to create a custom icon. Here's a little text blurb that when they click on that, this is the little box that'll pop up. I'll make it red too, so it all color coordinates and everything. I can even do some transparency in here. And I think that just looks great. So then I'd probably make some more icons for a fire truck, for an ambulance, for a garage, for a policeman, all sorts of different things. Yeah, this is one way I can do it. Here I can put my content in. Anyway, lots of things you can do. You can really play with this and get the look and feel that you want. And even if you don't have storyline, you can use PowerPoint to get a really good visual representation of what you're imagining.